7 Little Johnstons, Anna snubbed again? Throws shade at Trent and Amber for leaving her out. In the latest dramatic chapter of the Johnston family saga on TLC's hit reality series 7 Little Johnstons, long-simmering tensions between middle daughter Anna and her parents, Trent and Amber, have once again boiled over, this time in a way that's left fans buzzing across social media. Viewers tuned in expecting the usual mix of heartwarming moments and light-hearted sibling banter, but instead were met with unmistakable tension as Anna appeared to be deliberately excluded from a major family event, prompting her to throw subtle, but pointed, shade at Trent and Amber in a confessional that didn't pull any punches. For those unfamiliar, 7 Little Johnstons follows the daily lives of America's largest known family of little people. Trent and Amber, both with achondroplasia, are parents to 5 children: Jonah, Elizabeth, Anna, Emma, and Alex, all of whom also have dwarfism except for their oldest son Jonah, who is average height. Over the years, the show has evolved from a feel-good portrayal of a unique family dynamic into a nuanced exploration of sibling rivalries, parental favoritism, and the growing pains of young adulthood. At the center of much of the recent drama has been Anna, now in her early 20s and increasingly vocal about feeling overlooked or undervalued within the family structure. The latest episode, titled Family Lines, revolves around Trent and Amber planning a surprise anniversary celebration. The couple, married for over 2 decades, decided to mark the occasion with a small, intimate dinner at a local restaurant, complete with a custom cake, photo slideshow, and heartfelt toasts. Sounds sweet, right? Except one key detail raised eyebrows: only 4 of their 5 children were invited. Jonah, Elizabeth, Emma, and Alex were all present, dressed nicely and visibly excited. But Anna? Nowhere to be seen. Not in the opening scene setting up the event. Not in the carpool to the restaurant. Not even acknowledged during the toast. Her absence was so conspicuous that even the camera crew seemed to linger on empty spaces where she might have stood, almost as if signaling to viewers, something's off here. Naturally, Anna noticed. In a solo confessional shot later that evening, she sat cross-legged on her bed, arms folded, expression tight. "I guess some people matter more than others," she said dryly, eyes darting away from the camera. "I wasn't even told they were doing something. Found out from Emma, who didn't realize I wasn't invited." Classic. The line landed like a slap, not just because of the words, but because of the resignation in her voice. This wasn't anger, it was disappointment seasoned by repetition. Fans immediately exploded online. Reddit threads lit up with speculation: was it an honest oversight? A deliberate snub? Had Anna been in trouble over something shown in a previous episode? Social media users pointed to an earlier disagreement Anna had with Amber over her career choices. Anna has expressed interest in pursuing graphic design and digital content creation independently, rather than working in the family's real estate business, which Trent and Amber have heavily promoted as a path for their children. Could this professional divergence have led to emotional distance? Others noted that this isn't the first time Anna's felt sidelined. Back in season 9, she voiced frustration after being excluded from a family vacation to Florida that included her 4 siblings but not her, ostensibly because she had work commitments, though Anna later hinted the work excuse was manufactured by her parents to justify leaving her behind. "I offered to rearrange my schedule," she told the camera then. But they'd already booked everything. This pattern, of Anna being the fifth wheel in major family moments, has become a recurring theme, and viewers have increasingly rallied behind her. Memes comparing Anna to the black sheep or calling her the most relatable Johnston have gone viral. Fan accounts dedicated to her now outnumber those for any other sibling, with many followers using hashtags like #TeamAnna and #WhereWasAnna to voice their support. But the real kicker came toward the end of the episode, when Trent and Amber sat down for their own joint confessional. Asked directly whether they realized Anna might feel hurt by her absence, Amber shrugged and said, "She's always so busy with her own thing. We didn't want to force her into something if she wasn't in the mood." Trent chimed in, "We figured she'd rather be doing her own thing anyway." The response felt tone-deaf to many, especially because earlier in the season, Anna had repeatedly shown up for family events, even canceling personal plans to support Elizabeth's art show and Alex's school performance. The implication that she doesn't want to be there seemed less like an observation and more like a convenient justification. What makes this dynamic so compelling and painful is that it mirrors real-life familial tensions many viewers recognize. Favoritism doesn't always look overt. Often, it's in the small omissions, the assumptions made without checking in, the gradual erosion of inclusion that happens so slowly no one calls it out until it's too late. Anna's quiet exasperation speaks volumes about the emotional labor required of someone constantly trying to prove they belong in their own family. Adding another layer to the drama is Anna's evolving relationship with her siblings. While Emma and Alex appear genuinely surprised by her absence from the dinner, Elizabeth, who has historically had a contentious relationship with Anna, remained notably silent on the matter. Some fans speculate that Elizabeth, who often aligns more closely with Trent and Amber's expectations, may have influenced the guest list. Others believe it's simpler: Trent and Amber simply forgot to invite her, and doubled down when confronted rather than admit fault. Whatever the truth, Anna isn't backing down. In the episode's final moments, she's seen setting up a small solo candlelit dinner for herself at home, complete with her favorite takeout and a movie. "If I don't celebrate myself, who will?" she muses to the camera, a half-smile playing on her lips, but her eyes betray a deeper hurt. It's a quiet act of self-preservation, but it also underscores a growing emotional distance between her and the rest of the Johnstons. Trent and Amber have built their brand on the idea of an inseparable, tightly knit family unit. Their motto, "We do everything together," has been a staple of the show's marketing since its inception. Yet, as their children grow older and assert their individual identities, that mantra is beginning to crack under the weight of real-life complexity. Anna, perhaps more than any of her siblings, represents the cost of that expectation, the pressure to conform, to prioritize the group over the self, to never question why your chair at the table might be missing. It's worth noting that Anna's shade was never loud or confrontational. She didn't yell. She didn't stage a dramatic confrontation. Instead, she used the one tool she's been given, the confessional. In reality TV, where editing shapes narrative, the confessional is the closest thing to unfiltered truth. And Anna used hers not to attack, but to reflect, a quiet indictment of a dynamic she's clearly tired of navigating. As 7 Little Johnstons heads into its 10th season, the question isn't just whether Trent and Amber will course correct. It's whether Anna will continue to stay in a family dynamic that repeatedly makes her feel like an afterthought. Her increasing independence, career-wise, emotionally, and socially, suggests she may be inching toward a future where her worth isn't tied to her presence at a family dinner she wasn't even invited to. For now, fans wait anxiously for the next episode, hoping for reconciliation, but bracing for more heartbreak. Because in the world of the Johnstons, love may be abundant, but inclusion? That, it seems, is conditional. And Anna? She's done pretending otherwise. Anna Johnston goes public with new BF, sparks concerns over dating an older married man. The world of reality television rarely lacks drama, but when it comes to the Johnston family, the beloved stars of TLC's long-running docuseries 7 Little Johnstons, fans have come to expect a unique blend of heartfelt moments, relatable family dynamics, and the occasional emotional roller coaster. Centered on Trent and Amber Johnston and their 5 children, all of whom have achondroplasia, a form of dwarfism, the show has chronicled everything from first loves and graduations to career pursuits and personal growth. At the heart of much of the show's emotional core has been Anna Johnston, the charismatic middle child whose journey from a sheltered teen to a confident, independent young woman has captivated audiences for nearly a decade. So when whispers began circulating online that Anna had gone public with a new boyfriend, only for fans to discover he was not only significantly older but allegedly still married, the internet erupted in a storm of concern, speculation, and outright criticism. While Anna, now 24, is legally an adult with every right to date whom she chooses, the circumstances surrounding her new relationship have raised eyebrows among loyal viewers, mental health advocates, and even some former cast members of reality TV shows who've spoken out about the blurred lines between personal autonomy and public scrutiny. The news first broke when Anna shared a series of seemingly innocuous Instagram posts, candid shots of a man's hand holding hers, a blurred figure in the background of a sunset selfie, and a cryptic caption reading, "New chapter, new energy dizzy." Fans immediately began sleuthing, zooming in on tattoos, comparing shadows to known acquaintances, and dissecting the metadata of the photos. Within 48 hours, a Reddit thread titled, "Who is Anna's Mystery Man?" had amassed over 10,000 comments. Then came the bombshell. Through cross-referencing social media tags and location data, users identified the man as 38-year-old Derek M., a contractor from Georgia who, according to public marriage records, is still legally married to his wife of 12 years, though they've reportedly been separated since early 2024. Anna, never one to shy away from transparency on social media, eventually confirmed the relationship in a now-deleted Instagram live session. "I know people are going to talk," she said, her voice steady but tinged with defensiveness. "But I'm 24. I've dated before. This is my life, and I'm happy. He's a good person going through a complicated situation, and I'm not stepping into anything that's not already over." She emphasized that Derek and his wife had been estranged for months, that divorce proceedings were in motion, and that she had no intention of being the other woman. Despite her assurances, the backlash was swift. Critics pointed to the 10-year age gap, a disparity that, while legal, often raises red flags when one partner is just emerging into adulthood. More concerning to many was the fact that Derek remains legally married. In the court of public opinion, separated rarely absolves someone of marital obligations, and fans worried that Anna, despite her poise and maturity, might be vulnerable to emotional manipulation or public scandal. Others cited the history of reality TV stars entering into high-profile, problematic relationships that later unraveled under media pressure, dragging their families into the spotlight in painful ways. The Johnston family has always prided itself on openness. On 7 Little Johnstons, they've tackled everything from dating with dwarfism to navigating college life and launching businesses. Anna's previous relationship with boyfriend James was featured prominently in earlier seasons, offering viewers a window into the challenges and triumphs of young love. That relationship ultimately ended amicably, with both parties citing personal growth and diverging paths. Fans had hoped her next romance would follow a similar trajectory, wholesome, grounded, and respectful of her journey. Instead, this new development has cast a shadow over what should be a joyful personal milestone. Mental health experts weighed in, noting that while Anna is certainly capable of making her own choices, the combination of age difference, marital status, and public exposure creates a uniquely volatile dynamic. Young adults, especially those who've grown up in the public eye, can sometimes struggle to distinguish between genuine emotional connection and the validation that comes from attention, whether positive or negative, explained Dr. Lena Park, a clinical psychologist specializing in media and identity. Add to that the power imbalance that can exist in relationships with significant age gaps, and you have a situation that warrants careful consideration. Supporters of Anna, however, argue that she's being unfairly vilified for exercising her autonomy. "She's not a child anymore," wrote one fan on Twitter. "She's built a career, moved out, and navigated the complexities of adult life. Why are we treating her like she can't make decisions for herself?" Others pointed out that Derek's marital status, while messy, is ultimately his responsibility, not Anna's, and that condemning her for loving someone in a transitional phase of their life is both puritanical and unrealistic. Adding fuel to the fire is the fact that Trent and Amber Johnston have remained largely silent on the matter. In past seasons, they've been vocal about their protective instincts, especially when it came to their daughters' dating lives. Amber once famously said, "I want them to date someone who sees them for who they are, not as a novelty." Fans are now wondering whether the parents have met Derek, whether they approve, and if the lack of commentary signals internal family tension. Insiders close to the production of 7 Little Johnstons suggest that Season 10, currently in post-production, may address the relationship, though it's unclear how much footage exists, given that the show films months in advance. If included, it could mark one of the most controversial storylines in the series' history, potentially sparking conversations about consent, emotional maturity, and the ethics of dating someone whose previous marriage hasn't fully dissolved. Meanwhile, Anna has continued to post about her life, photos of her boutique clothing line, behind-the-scenes clips from podcast recordings, and motivational quotes about self-worth. She hasn't mentioned Derek by name since the Instagram Live, but she did share a now-viral TikTok titled "Why I Don't Owe You an Explanation for My Love Life" that has been viewed over 3 million times. In it, she speaks directly to the camera. "Just because you watch my life on TV doesn't mean you get to dictate it. I know my worth. I know my boundaries. And I'm not living for your approval." Her words resonated with many young viewers who faced similar judgment in their personal lives. Yet the controversy persists, not because people wish her harm, but because they care. For nearly a decade, audiences have watched Anna grow up, celebrating her wins, mourning her losses, and rooting for her happiness. That emotional investment makes it difficult to stand by silently when a situation appears fraught with potential heartbreak. Complicating matters further is the historical context of how society views women, particularly young women, in relationships with older, married men. While male celebrities often face minimal backlash for similar scenarios, women are frequently labeled as homewreckers or accused of lacking judgment. This double standard has not gone unnoticed in the discourse surrounding Anna's new relationship. "If this were a man dating a separated woman, no one would bat an eye," commented one media critic. But because it's a young woman with a man still technically married, the narrative shifts instantly to her mistake rather than his unresolved marital status. Legal experts have also clarified that while being in a relationship with a married individual isn't illegal, it can complicate future legal matters, especially if the divorce proceedings become contentious. In some states, evidence of a new relationship before finalization can impact alimony or property division. Whether or not Anna is aware of these nuances remains unclear, but her supporters maintain that it's not her responsibility to manage the fallout of Derek's marriage. As the story continues to unfold, one thing is certain: Anna Johnston is no longer the wide-eyed teenager fans first met in Season 1. She is a woman with agency, ambition, and the right to make her own choices, even the messy ones. Reality TV may have introduced her to the world, but her life is hers alone to live. The real test now is whether she and Derek can navigate the storm of public opinion while tending to the delicate beginnings of their relationship away from the cameras. In the end, what matters most isn't what strangers on the internet think, it's whether Anna feels respected, valued, and emotionally safe. If this relationship brings her joy and growth, then it serves its purpose. If it leads to pain or regret, she'll have the strength to walk away, just as she has in the past. The Johnston family's legacy has always been about resilience, authenticity, and unconditional love. Whatever comes next for Anna, those values will undoubtedly guide her path. As fans continue to debate, speculate, and worry, perhaps the most compassionate response is to step back and give her the space she deserves. After all, love, especially in the public eye, is rarely simple. But for Anna Johnston, complexity has never been a reason to stop moving forward.